This is instant coping. This can be very fast, great for prevention. And so this borrows on the very well-known, ubiquitous, glass is half full versus glass is half empty idiom, right? And so this has to do with resilience. It also defeats negative thinking and anger. So this, and I've taught this to people of all ages, kids as young as 4 benefited from this. It's so concrete, but also it's so conceptual. I just taught it to a 21-year-old client, and they didn't feel babied by it. So draw 2 simple water cups of liquid and tell the young person that it is their favorite drink, whatever that is. Let's say chocolate milk for our purposes. Okay, and you can even see, I'm not perfect. These are not drawn to scale. I wanted them to actually be exactly the same size, and they didn't come out the same size. It's okay. So both of those cups have liquid reaching the halfway mark, okay? And there are 2 types of people. The person on the left, and you can even tell kids that they're twins. And one twin on the left finishes half of their chocolate milk, looks at it and goes, "Oh man, this stinks. This is the worst. I'm halfway done. I don't have that much left," right? This stinks, right? So now they're disappointed even though they have half of it left. Their twin, the other person right next to them, drinks it exactly halfway, looks at it and says, "Wow, well, at least I still have half left," right? What a difference. How do you explain that? 2 people, twins even, same DNA, can have 2 such opposite reactions to the same exact experience. And the kids, we talk about that, and they see that if you say this stinks, then most likely you're going to be upset. But if you can say, well, at least, you're seeing, this silver lining, right? A little more optimistic is another word that older kids will use. So find the silver lining, and you can then make that behavioral. This is why it works with kids super young, but also for older. Then you can script it out and say, okay, this week and beyond, I really want you to practice saying, well, at least. Try to see the glasses half full all week long whenever something goes wrong. Let's see it. And by the way, I have used, and I tell kids, you can use this for the worst of life's circumstances. My grandmother died at the age of 102 a couple years ago, and she was my favorite person in the whole world. And so, I was incredibly sad and mournful, but I still was saying, well, at least I had her for 47 years of my life. I had her for 47 years, my favorite person. That's awesome. And my own children got to enjoy their great-grandmother, who was totally with it for 16 and 18 years of their lives, and they really knew her. Well, at least. So I took something that was very sad and hard, but you can still see the silver lining even in the worst of situations.